Good morning, students. Here I am again going to deliver the lecture for CSC 2 for the subject Engineering Mathematics 2. As students, recently we have finished our syllabus, so these are the lectures, video lectures, just for your revision purpose, or you can say I am just giving you again these lectures just for your revision purpose. These are very important topics basically, and I have basically started the topics of how to conduct the tests in stats. Okay, so students, basically tests, they have been categorized into two categories depending upon the criteria of the size of the sample. If your sample size is greater than 30, when it is, if it is 31 sample size, or the number of observations in a sample is 31, then it is considered as the large sample. And large sample test, for large sampling we are having a test which is prescribed in your syllabus, which is known as Z test or large sample test. But if your sample size or the sample observations are less than 30, then they are considered to be as the small sample. And for that we are having three tests: t test, f test and chi-square test. And these three tests, they have further their own applications, and it depends in the numerical what we have asked in the question, and accordingly we apply that test. Okay, so students, recently, and when we have started our revision, we have started our revision from the Z test, this is large sample test. And we also studied that in large sample we have discussed its basic two applications. The first application is dealing with the mean, and second is dealing with the standard deviation. Mean means, that is, we have read that whether the sample which has been taken from that population which is possessing some particular mean, or to test the significance of the samples of means, we consider the Z test. Also, the same applications, they are applicable for the standard deviation. That is, if I want to check whether the sample which we are having, whether it has been derived from that population which is having that particular standard deviation, or we can say to test the significance of the difference of standard deviation between the two samples, we consider the Z test. The another application of Z test that we are going to discuss is the test of difference of single proportion or the differences of proportion of two samples. Okay, so this is basically the third application of the Z test. So with the help of Z test, we can test whether the proportion of success in population is P on the basis of the large sample or not. Okay, so if I want to check whether the proportion of success in the population P, it is on the basis of large sample or not, whether it has been taken from that population which is having more size, then it is considered as the population proportion. Okay, so to test the significance of the single population proportion, the Z statistic that we use is small p minus capital P over under root PQ, capital PQ over n, where n is the sample size and small p is the sample proportion and capital P is the population proportion and capital Q is 1 minus p, that is the opposite of the population proportion. Okay, so I will illustrate this application with the help of the example. Now, what is the example? The example is, let us read out the statement firstly. The statement is, a manufacturer claims that only 4% of his products supplied by him, they are defective. Okay, so a random sample of 600 products contains 36 defective. So students, please be concentrate on the size of sample, that is 600 products, which is very much far away from 30. It is very much greater than 30. So I will apply here the Z test. Okay, so we are having, he is saying 600 out of 600 products we are having 36 defectives, and for the population he is saying that only 4% of his products, they are supplied by him, they are defective. Okay, test the claim of the manufacturer whether on average 4% of the production is defective or not. We just want to check that. So let us denote the things which we have given in the numerical to some variables. Here n, the sample size is 600. Small p is the proportion of defective in sample. What obvious, capital P we are using for the proportion of defective part in the production for the population. So small p is 36 over 100, because it is given that if 600 samples we are taking from the production, then out of 600, 36 are defective. So small p will be calculated like this. This is the proportion of the defective product out of the total production. So 36 divided by total is 600, which comes to be 0.06. Now capital V is taking for the proportion of defective production for the population. So it is given by 4%, that is 4 over 100, 0.04. So capital Q is given by 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 0.04, that is 0.96. As the very much first step of the test is to set up the null hypothesis H naught, that is P is equal to 0.04. That is we are giving consent, that is we are agreeing that the manufacturer claims that whatever is the total production, out of that total production 4% is defective. So I am taking capital P as 4%, that is 4 over 100, 0.04. The claim of manufacturer is valid. So what will be the alternative hypothesis? That is the alternative statement to the null hypothesis, P is not equal to 0.04. Okay, so what will be the Z statistic over here? It is P minus capital P over under root PQ over N. So I am writing the values of P, small p, capital Q and N as we have recently written above. So after calculation, students, please verify this calculation. I am getting is 2.5. Okay, so now it's time to evaluate the table value. So at 5% level of significance, the table value is coming to be 1.96. Again, students, I am giving stress on the level of significance. If the level of significance is mentioned in the question, then it's okay, you have to follow that. But if it is not given in the question, then you can choose 1% or 5%. The choice is yours. Usually we used to take 5%. Now I will make the comparison of the absolute calculated value with the table value. So if the calculated value is coming up with the negative sign, I will ignore the minus sign. That's why I always used to say we are going to make the comparison of the absolute calculated value and the table value. So absolute calculated value is 2.5 and the table value is 1.96. So calculated value is greater than table value, so H naught is rejected. So our assumption is wrong. That is, the claim of manufacturer is not valid. Means out of total production, it is not always possible that only 4% will be defective. It can be more than 4%, it can be less than 4%. Okay. Let us discuss one more application of the Z test, which is the last application that I am going to discuss. Test of significance of difference proportions. Okay. So let x1 and x2 be the number of persons with the attributes in the random sample of sizes n1 and 2 selected from the populations 1 and 2. We are having two populations 1 and 2 samples. They are denoted by x1, x2 and they are having the sizes n1 and n2 respectively. So the Z statistic that I used to take in this case is P1 minus P2 over under root PQ 1 upon n1 plus 1 upon n2, where you know capital P is unknown. If your capital P is unknown, then how to evaluate capital P? It is n1 P1 plus n2 P2 over n1 plus n2. Okay, clear? So P1 is the proportion, okay, population proportion. Small p1 is the proportion for sample 1, P2 is the proportion for sample 2 and capital P is the population proportion, capital Q is 1 minus P. Okay. So let us illustrate this formula with the help of this example. Let us read out the statement firstly. The statement is a machine produced 16 defective articles in a batch of 500. So we are having out of 500 he is producing 16 defective. After overwhelming it produced 3 defectives in a batch of 100. And if I repolish it or if I give some depreciation to that, I am getting 3 defectives in a batch of 100. Has the machine improved? Whether it has been improved or not after giving some service or some things to it. So we are having what we have given. We are given n1 is equal to 500, n2 is equal to 100. P1 is 16 defective out of 500. So it is 16 over 500, which comes to be 0.032, and P2 is 3 defectives in a batch of 100, that is 3 over 100, which is 0.3. So students, here we don't have the value of P. So I will evaluate by using the formula n1 P1 plus n2 P2 over n1 plus n2. Please write down all the values and verify the calculation. I am getting capital P as 0.032. Now I will evaluate capital Q. Capital Q is 1 minus P, that is 0.968. So as the very much first step of the testing is to set up the null hypothesis. So here the null hypothesis is H naught P1 is equal to P naught. That is, machine has not improved due to the overhauling. Okay. So after that I will set up the alternative hypothesis. So the alternative hypothesis is a statement which is complementary to the null hypothesis. So what we are going to discuss, H1 is A given by P1 is not equal to P2. Now I will evaluate the Z statistic. The Z statistic is P1 minus P2 over under root PQ into 1 upon N2 plus 1 upon N2, which is given to you 0.104. Now at 5% level of significance, the table value is 1.96. Now it's time to make the comparison between the absolute calculated value and the table value. So the absolute calculated value is 0.104 and the table value is 1.96. As calculated value is less than the table value, so your null hypothesis is accepted. Means the assumption we are assuming is correct. That is, the machine has not improved itself due to the overhauling. Okay students, clear? So I think both these applications they have clear to you by these through example. So students, by this lecture or by this example we have full-fledged complete the topic the large sample test, which is also known as Z test. So in short, I'll just give a overview of the Z test. So basically large sample test is a test which is applicable to those samples which are large in size. So what is large in size? The sample which is having greater than 30 observations, that is considered as the large sample. So if a sample is having only observations less than 30, then it is considered as the small sample. Okay. So for the large sample we are having only one test recently right now, that is known as the Z test or F test, and it has further its basic three applications. First application is dealing with the mean, second application is dealing with the standard deviation, and third application is dealing with the population proportion. Okay, so the applications they have been extended like this. If I want to check whether this particular sample is taken from the population having particular this mean or having particular that standard deviation, or if I want to check whether the difference between the means of two samples is significant or not, or if I want to check the difference of standard deviations of two samples is significant or not, or the difference of population proportions is significant or not, in that case we use the Z test. Okay students, clear? So the first condition for applying Z test, that it should be sample size should be greater than 30. Okay, it should be applicable for the large sample test. And secondly, the basic applications for the Z test they are like this: to check the difference of single mean, then differences of means of two samples, then population proportion, single population proportion or more than one population proportion. After that we have also discussed the same application for the standard deviation, that is whether the sample which we have given to us, it has been derived from that population which is having that particular standard deviation, or if I want to check whether the difference between the standard deviation of two samples or two populations, or I can say sample or population, is significant or not, in that case we also apply the Z test. Okay, so after that students, we are going to we will discuss in our next lecture, in our next division lecture, the T test. Basically now we are going to discuss those samples which are small in size, less than 30. Even if its size is 29, then that will be considered as the small sample. Okay, so it has various applications, as T test is there, F test is there, chi-square test is there, and we will see which application has been asked in the question. Okay, so basically T test is for the difference of means. If I want to check the equality of the variances of two samples or two populations, then we use F test. And there are some further applications of chi-square test, like to check the consistency, uniformity of the data, consistency of data, or the goodness of fit to the data, we use the chi-square test. And further chi-square test it is applicable for 1 by 1 data, or it is of the data is of the form m by n, like 2 by 3, 3 by 2 in the matrix form, in the form of rows and columns. If the data is available to you, then we use the chi-square test. So there are many more applications, so we will discuss these applications in my next revision lectures. So hope so the Z test or the large sample test is much more clear to you. The content that I have given to you through this lecture is clear to you, and still if you have any kind of doubt, any problem is there, any query is there, your queries are always welcomed. You can contact me through my phone number, through WhatsApp, or you can mail me also. You are also having my mail ID. Thank you so much.